Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright, now so here's a video that was sent to me by my good friend Shirley, and Shirley, thank you for the video. Now the video was done by the content creator Tones Overthinks It, and I'm going to take it that some of you, if not all of you, may be familiar with, and if not, there will be a link to his channel in the description. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, will enjoy his content. Now the video that Tones Overthinks It did was recently deals with a House bill that is being hopefully it'll pass out in Texas. As we all know, Florida passed a law where it prevents frauditors from interfering with traffic stops done by police officers, stopping them at 25 feet it is. And let's just say this is Texas' version of that Halo law, and hopefully it will pass. Now, I've mentioned this many times, and I'm hoping that most of you, if not all of you, will not get annoyed, but I honestly do believe cop watching is a good thing. Okay, unfortunately, we all know we do have some bad cops out there, and if they know that the public is watching, they will pretty much keep up on their toes. Okay, now the unfortunate thing is there's these damn frauditors. As they all know, if they were to do things right, nobody would watch their videos. It would be too boring. Okay, and they insert themselves. Okay, I think we've all noticed that these so-called cop watchers / frauditors, they tend to insert themselves and cause the drama to ensure that their videos will get views. Now this is a video of a knucklehead out in Freeport, Long Island, that I've covered many of his videos. He's a big a-hole in my book, and he has a nasty habit. Daily he goes out there looking for police interaction, and I mean, when I say he inserts himself, trust me, he inserts himself. So I'm going to play that video first, and afterwards I'll play the video that Shirley sent me, which will give you an example of why that bill in Texas needs to be passed. And I'm asking you guys, wherever state you live at, you need to get involved. Write your state legislator, your local politicians. Okay, you guys that may not have any frauditors yet in your neighborhood, if you're just brushing this off thinking it ain't gonna happen to you, well, I'm telling you guys, this bullcrap is spreading like a plague. You need to get involved. No matter what state you are in, take a summary of what's going on in this video and write your legislator. I think you guys get what I'm getting at. Let's get into the video with the first a-hole to give you an example why bills like Florida and Texas need to be passed. Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freeport News Watch. Got some cherries and berries over here. Come on. There we go. They're all going to CVS. I knew I'd find something today. Come on, now I gotta wait for this goddamn light. I can't get over there, people. Now I can. My buddy right there. And watch me work, baby. Okay, we got 9:32. Got 9:27. I see the action right here. not filming the guy in the car. He's in the handicap spot. We got this guy I've never seen before. That guy I've seen. That woman is the polite tyrant. But they came in hot, man. Oh, look, we got a mock one here too.
Hey, how you doing, Lorenzo?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, brother, you can
Hi,
film, but
this
you
is
can,
public.
bro, you can film, but you got to.
This is public, man. I knew you were gonna say something. How did I know you were gonna say something?
You can film, you just gotta.
How did I know? What's your name, badge
You
number?
can film. It's 145 DiMartino. You can film.
What's your name? You don't have a tag.
DiMartino 145. You
Right.
can film, just step
Thanks,
back.
Paisan. Thanks for the advice. I know I can film. First Amendment told me that. Always got to be one. Not talking to you, I'm talking to my audience. You're live right now. How did I know he was going to come over and say something? I guess you don't know me yet. I don't do favors, I don't listen to orders, directives, none of that. I care about the people. See how they docked me, said my name again. Thank God I go by many names. I'll never figure out the real. Right here is our first one. Get a better view right here anyway. I got all four of them. Oh, taking them out. Or her. Taking them out. I'm good, man. I'm in public, man. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Behind me, bro, man. That's it.
Well, if you're that scared, then get another job, man.
Boss man. Like
If you're that scared, get another
we're dealing
job.
with a job right now. You can step
I
off to the
feel
side.
scared of me standing. If you think I'm a threat to you, if you think I'm a threat to you, then put me in handcuffs.
Whatever you want to do, man. Like I said, just don't be behind.
If you think I'm a threat to you, put me in handcuffs, and then I'll still film.
Like I said, just don't be behind. That's it. Like I
I'm
said,
looking out for this guy. I don't care,
can
man.
look out for
You
you.
can tell me
Not
whatever you
behind
want.
that.
Please don't touch me.
You can film from back there.
No, I can film for anywhere I want.
No, you-
There's no, tell me. All right, tell me to set distance.
What?
What's the set distance? That's
We're
exactly.
conducting an investigation.
Exactly. I'm making sure you're not violating his
You can
rights.
step back there.
No, that's all right. I'm good, man. I'm good. Free country.
Yeah, you can film, but you gotta give.
Free country. I know I can film. You never know me, do you? All right, man. I'm not trying to start no trouble, bro.
Listen, I got no problem with you filming.
I'm just making sure this guy's rights aren't getting violated.
He's good.
But why did they take him out of the car?
You gave me consent to search the car.
Can I get a call number when you're done?
Yeah, when you're done. Get up on the sidewalk for me, please.
Why? Why are you
guys?
guys?
Want is someone coming from the parking lot.
How's somebody gonna come from the parking lot right here? I'm in between two cars. I'm just here to make sure he's okay. Officer safety is cowardice, man. I'm here to make sure you're okay, boss. I'm here to make sure you're okay. Look at this. I think we're gonna get us a search here. Now I can't hear directors when I put music on. Unnecessary directives, man. 329. Bro, guys, you can also plead the fifth. You don't want to say nothing until your lawyer gets here. All right? Don't make fun of me, man. First Amendment's funny. The Constitution is funny. Not you, him. He's laughing at me. Terry stop, looks like, huh? Step out of line to be litigation at the ass. I love when people give me directives because they're going to make me rich one day. Watch. One day I'm not going to listen to their directives. They're going to try to beat the shit out of me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Marine, brother. And I'm allowed to protect myself in public. Ladies and gentlemen, Freeport Cop Watch here. I usually don't make videotapes of myself, but today is an exception because I got the police coming here now. I'm going to put up a video first of this guy coming over and trying to assault me. He comes here all the time. He's a drug dealer, and I just don't want him in the building anymore. But every time he comes here, he's got to say something. Now, I called the police before, and the police said, oh, let me get another unit. Well, let me get some more units, and she took off. And nobody ever came back. And I'm still standing here waiting. Find out what the hell the deal is. This guy had it coming. You actually saw him coming across the street. He already started with me when he came to the building. I let that go. But then all of a sudden, he started with me on the street. And he assaulted me right in front of the police. The officer said she'd have a unit over here. And nothing ever happened yet. So I'm waiting on the police right now so they can come and take my report or lock this guy up or trespass him. Actually, I don't want to see the guy go to jail. I'd rather see him just get trespassed from the building. He's new. He's a rookie. You're a rookie, right? Yeah, he's a rookie. Yeah, I'm not behind you now. I'm behind him. That's twice. Uh-oh. More backup. Camera guy's scary. Going in the trunk. It's a First Amendment violation if you block my video.
Sorry.
It is.
Correct.
You're blocking my right to videotape. You're blocking my right to press, freedom of press. Look at me like that, man. You don't intimidate me. Don't look at me like that, man. Whatever she's doing, she's violating my rights right now. And you all just gonna stand there and let her do it, right?
How were you respectful last time?
That's what I mean. Blue line, baby, the blue line. We got to watch each other's back. Nobody else will.
All right, so there you go, and I think we could all agree that this knucklehead here is a big a-hole. Big a-hole. And like I said, I've covered a bunch of his videos where in the beginning of his videos, he's telling his subscribers, well, I'm doing this so you guys have something to watch. So that bull crap that comes out of his mouth about he's doing this for the people, and when he told the officer that he was doing it for the individual who was being searched or whatsoever, bullshit. You're doing this shit because you want to be social media famous, okay, as well as to make a living off this bull crap, okay. And I've said it many times, I don't knock anybody who wants to use social media or for a career or to make a living out of it. More power to you, go right ahead. But when we have these a-holes who are belittling our officers, belittling our public employees, this is when we all need to get involved, damn it, okay. Now I'm gonna play the video that Shirley sent me. A link to Overthink its channel and the video will be in the description. Check it out. I only used some of it, 3/4 of his video. I didn't include his commentary whatsoever because I wanted to include this video, okay. So check it out. I tell you, the guy overthinks it. Very smart individual. I have a much respect for him. And again, let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, damn it.
Chair lays out House Bill 3565 and recognizes Chairman Cook to explain the bill.
Thank you, Chairman Louderback and members for the opportunity to present House Bill 3565. I'll be quick. I know that others are waiting, but basically, currently under Section 38.15A of the Penal Code, a person commits the Class B misdemeanor offense of interference with public duties if they disrupt, interrupt, impede, or interfere with the following public servants while they are conducting their official duties: peace officers or police canines, EMS and fire, animal control, and county public health, environmental radiation, or safety officials. For these public servants, every day and every counter on the job is inherently dangerous, as you know, Chairman. Specifically for law enforcement, when an officer is working a traffic stop or accident scene, dealing with an outside party who is screaming or encroaching the officer's physical space can cause unnecessary distractions and escalation. Additionally, the officer may have to call for backup to deal with the outside party, taking precious resources away from other emergency calls. In Tarrant County, some individuals actively seek out opportunities to interfere with law enforcement during service calls, film the encounters, and post them to YouTube, where the footage is monetized. The current criminal penalty for interference with public duties is a Class B misdemeanor, and this bill simply moves to a state jail felony. While the First Amendment protects the right to film law enforcement interactions, the right should not extend to behavior which obstructs a public servant's ability to do their job. Members, I'll be glad to answer any questions. This bill was brought to us by the Tarrant County District Attorney Phil Sorrell's office, and would be glad to answer any questions. Would like an opportunity to close when appropriate. And this bill has been passed by the Senate in the form of Senate Bill 1208 and is in the Criminal Jurisprudence Committee at this time.
You don't touch any of the conduct related to interference.
That's correct. We
just the penalty.
strike three
Just a
words
straight-
and
straight penalty
swap out
enhancement. Okay.
Class B misdemeanor with state jail felony. That's
Got
it. Yep.
And does the Senate bill is identical to that? It doesn't tinker with the underlying offense?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name is Bill Vassar. I've been a prosecutor at the Tarrant County DA's office for over 22 years. And I want to tell you all what I've been telling the juries the past 2 years when I've been trying these cases. Nobody is saying you can't film the police. Sadly, whether we like it or not, nobody is saying you can't cuss, scream at, or antagonize the police. What we are saying is you just can't interfere with their ability to investigate a case. What we are seeing in Tarrant County are individuals are inserting themselves on traffic stops. They're inserting themselves on domestic violence investigations. They're inserting themselves on warrant service, where police officers are trying to arrest violent fugitives. They're running up to police officers with their cameras. They are screaming at them. They are cussing at them. They're demanding their name and badge number. And they are physically getting in their investigation. And the problem with that is it's a public safety issue, because I'm amazed in the 20 or 30 cases that I've dealt with in Tarrant County that nobody's gotten hurt. So why do we need to make this a felony? Because we are just having the same group of people are getting arrested over and over again. A couple days in the Tarrant County Jail is worth it for them to post it on YouTube and make money off of it. So we're very in support of this bill. I would just ask that you consider this, because I think we really need to give our men and women in blue just a little breathing room when they're conducting investigations, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
So, Mr. Vassar, I had similar concern to Representative Moody. I think you could probably tailor this to peace officers in A1 and be better off. Certainly, I agree with you. It can endanger officers. One of the concerns that I have is the breadth of the statute as it relates to interrupting, disrupting, impeding, or otherwise interfering with. And it seems to me that captures a broad range of conduct, right? How are peace officers trained on what constitutes a violation of this provision? Because it's pretty easy to imagine an interruption of a peace officer.
Sure.
And it certainly different from an assault or a true interference preventing a police officer from handcuffing somebody or something along those lines. So can you just explain that to me?
Sure. And I can explain what Fort Worth PD is training their officers to do.
Okay.
Fort Worth PD is telling their officers, find a line of demarcation, meaning that chair right there. Sir, you're welcome to film over there, but you've got to stay by that chair. Okay? So that's what we are training them to do. The problem is, these individuals are not doing that, right? These officers are having to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you've got to stand over there. They give individuals multiple times, and then they finally say, look, if you do it one more time, we're going to arrest you. So these officers are trained to really, tell them to stay over there, be calm with them. They're welcome to film, but they've got to get out of their investigation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Representative Little, as well. Thank you for your testimony, and I guess I just have questions about the line of demarcation.
Sure.
And, what is the number, or is there a space that you think is significant?
So there's no bright line rule, and I think Florida right now is trying to pass maybe a 10 or 15 yard barrier, but in Texas we don't have a bright line rule. So what Fort Worth PD is trying to say, pick a tree, pick a line in the concrete or a car, something roughly 10 yards for them to stay behind and film. And what's really amazing to me is that it's pretty impressive that when our officers are getting screamed at, that they are able to remain calm, say, look, sir, you're welcome to film over there. You just got to stand over there.
Thank you, and I appreciate that because I guess I'm thinking about the de-escalation in that point
Sure.
in time when that person comes up and sees something that they think is out of line or whatnot. And, I think about my own family that's in law enforcement and that it could create a public safety issue. But I also have concerns because I feel like if they're filming and if no one catches it, then when something is out of line and it would not be reported, it would go unreported.
Absolutely. And again, in what I've been telling juries the past 2 years, nobody's saying you can't film. That is 2025. We have that right. Everybody has cell phones. It's just if an officer is conducting a traffic stop, right, and I'm the officer and I'm talking to somebody in a car, you can't be right here with a phone in my face screaming at me,
Sure.
right? And because what happens, obviously, is the officer turns to address that individual. Now they're not worrying about their investigation.
Right. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
ADA Vassar, let me see if I can touch on exactly what's going on here. In open air investigations or open air inquisitions, wherever we're being called for service, if you direct someone to go behind that chair in an open air, they simply move the chair.
Right.
So it usually results very, very decidedly into a call for additional units, and we actually are running into situations where investigations can't continue until other units get there, hold the crowd back, or a developing crowd situation. So these things are ever growing, especially in open air areas. So where crowds have congregated or begin to congregate. So this is. Would you agree with that? This is what we're seeing over and over again.
Absolutely, and it's also a resource situation because a recent case that I tried, it was merely a DWI investigation, and we had 2 people showing up filming. Well, now because it's one officer with a DWI investigation, we have to have backup, right? Oftentimes these interference cases, they turn into resisting cases. Mm-hmm. That is additional officers. In addition, these people, as part of their play with the police, then they're demanding a supervisor. So then that means a sergeant or a lieutenant now has to come out to the scene to deal with that person. So it's, in lack of a better terms, it's really taking officers off the street.
Once again,
have you seen an increase in this and like over what time period? I guess because, as you said,
Mm-hmm.
ADA, that we're looking at now people have cell phones. And
right.
So
I would say for and I'm just going to speak to Tarrant County and Fort Worth, I would say the past 2 years, this is really becoming a problem. And they kind of work in a network because they all have YouTube channels. So they'll be in Fort Worth one weekend, they'll be in Houston the next, then they'll be in Austin because, they're monetizing this.
thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you all very much.
now we need